the IBF Featherweight Championship of the World. This bout is sanctioned by the International Boxing Federation, the president in attendance, Robert W. Lee, and the supervisor at ringside, Jimmy Rondo. Along with the California State Athletic Commission, the chairman is Ara Harabedian, the commissioner in attendance, Jerry Nathanson, the assistant executive officer, Steve English, the assistant chief inspector, Dale Ashley. Now presenting the officials as appointed. Judging at ringside from San Diego, Fritz Werner. From Seattle, Washington, Tom McDonough. And from Chicago, Illinois, Mike Gliana. Introducing the referee in charge of this bout, he will be giving instructions after the introductions, Lou Moret. All right, fans, here we go. This is it, the main event of the evening, the IBF Featherweight Championship of the World, scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Introducing to you first the challenger. On my right, fighting out of the red corner. He enters the ring attired in black trunks with burgundy trim and fighting out of Detroit, Michigan. He weighed in at a ready 125 1/2 pounds. His fine record, 26 wins, only 1 defeat, 1 draw, with 18 wins by way of knockout. He is ranked the #1 IBF featherweight contender. Introducing the challenger, Tom Boom Boom Johnson. And his opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, is the defending world champion. He is wearing black trunks with red and white trim, hailing from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. He weighed in at 125 3/4 pounds. His fine record, 39 wins, only 3 defeats, with 8 wins by way of knockout. That's 18 wins by knockout. He is currently the defending IBF featherweight champion of the world, Manuel Mantecas Medina. Once again, here's your referee in charge now to give instructions, Lou Moret.
I'll give you your instructions, Justin. Do you have any questions? Reglas, ¿tienen preguntas? Remember to keep them up, gentlemen. Shake hands. Good luck.
Not at stake, ladies and gentlemen, when you put a world title on the line, as we do so often here at the Great Western Forum. Medina, 5'8", 125 3/4, 20 years of age, 71-inch reach, against 5 foot 5 1/2 inch, 125 1/2 pound, 27-year-old, 69-inch reaching Tom Johnson. Should be a real fine fight. Both are capable of knockouts. Both have brilliant records. Johnson 26-1. And Medina is 39-3, each with 18 knockouts. Round number 1 of a 12. And Mantecas Medina has the red band around his black trunks. He's the taller of the two by 2.5 inches. He looks older to me than he did back in August. Well, I guess he is a few months older, but he looks like he grew up a lot since he won the title here.
Well, I tell you, Chick, when you win the title, it changes you.
Yes, I would think so.
Yeah, some for the better, some for the worse.
Yeah. Nacho Huizar is the manager of Medina. Romulo Quearte is the trainer. And for Tom Johnson, Keith Grissom is in his corner. They fight under the banner of Madison Square Garden, New York, although Johnson lives in Detroit, Michigan. Boom, boom. Johnson said before the fight, I'm going to find out if this young guy can handle a jab. So we'll watch for that. Well, this is pretty good ranking for Tom Johnson. He's #1 by the IBF. That's why he's fighting for the title tonight. He's #2 by the WBA and #3 by the WBC.
Not bad at all. He hit Mantecas with a good left hook. Hey, remember the last fight Mantecas fight here against Troy Dorsey? He was off to a very, very slow start. He's off to a slow start tonight, and that could be very bad.
Johnson had a disputed draw. There's a great right hand by Johnson. He had a disputed draw with the same Dorsey himself. He had heart trouble, Johnson did. And with medication, they've got him able to get back into the ring and no problem. Then he was in an auto accident, which almost took away the sight in one eye, but that's been restored with great doctor's care. So he's had a rough road, but as he made it, he has won his last 5 fights by knockout, all of them inside of the 5th round. In fact, in his last 11 fights, Johnson, in the short black trunks, has had 10 knockouts.
Well, I'll tell you, after all those incidences, he deserves to be a championship.
Medina has won 11 straight. Medina hasn't lost since July of '89. Well, we got the setting here for a great fight. Coming to the end of round number 1. Predict the outcome of fights before they start. Point to various things. For example, they don't think Tom Johnson's fought the quality of opponents that Medina has. Medina's been in with the likes of Dorsey that we mentioned, the ex-WBA champ Steve Cruz, and also the tough Tony Jackson. I tell you one thing, Johnson's showing a pretty explosive left and right hand.
You're right, Jake. And, you know, I saw Medina, if you watch him after he throws his left hand, he drops it to his waist.
Right. So he could be hit with an overhand right.
Absolutely. He has been hit.
Johnson likes to pound the body. He likes to throw combinations. He's a world-class fighter. Sharp, crisp punches. His stamina is unbelievable. He has good leverage. His feet are properly placed. Medina, well, he likes to dictate the fights that he's in with his jab.
He just got nailed with an uppercut.
Sure did. Pretty good-looking fighter that Medina is in with tonight. Medina tries to outbox his opponent. If the knockout comes, so be it. He can't do it with one punch usually. It takes many punches, and he can throw a lot of them. His power, according to his handlers, Huizar and Chiarte, his power is improving. He's got a pretty good chin, I would say, because he got up after being knocked down twice by Dorsey. Complaining about that, yeah. A little rabbit punch.
Medina's already bleeding through his left nostril, Chick. He's been getting hit with that jab or that uppercut. Johnson.
This is for the title, the IBF Featherweight Championship. Medina in the trunks with the red piping on him has a 2-inch reach advantage at 71 inches. How'd you score the first round?
I had a 10-9 Johnson. Wade is doing a good job in this round also.
Medina has had 42 professional fights. Johnson 28. That's enough to qualify both of them for this championship tilt. And of course, Medina is defending his title for the first time. Over in Johnson's corner, waiting to talk to him, is Keith Grissom. Johnson from Detroit, Michigan, fights out of New York, Madison Square Garden.
Try to push the guy bow with the leg jabbing. Once you push him bow with the jabbing, bending right away and banging the body real hard. How you gonna do? Walking your punch. Keep the guy off balance. You understand now? When you get on the inside, get your 2 hands free and punching in the inside and step between. Punch in the inside and step between. But always stepping. I give it to you. You understand now? Take a deep breath. I give it to you. I don't have it. I give it to you. You got my mouthpiece. You understand now? One mouthpiece. That's a one mouthpiece over here.
All right, here we go to round number 3 of our championship bout, scheduled for 12 rounds. Medina and Johnson. And after 2 rounds, how do you have it?
I've got to score 20-18 in favor of Johnson.
He is the challenger in the short black trunks, doing some good jabbing out there. That's what he said before the fight. I'm going to check out and see if he can handle a jab. And he's throwing lots of jabs. A lot of confusion ringside as to how you properly say Medina.
He's nailing Medina with his right hand.
He sure is. That jab is setting him up.
But like we said earlier, Chick, that Medina was out to a slow start against Troy Dorsey. He came back and won the fight.
After being knocked down twice. Ooh, Johnson was wide open. Medina didn't take advantage of it. Some pretty good counter punching from Johnson. Medina comes after him with a combination. Another combination jerked the head of Johnson. The best showing so far in the fight by Medina.
That's a good
Combinations by both men. Counter punching by both men. A good championship fight by both men.
Medina shows good stamina, Chick. He takes some shots, but he comes back with his own combinations, and that would deflate a fighter.
Good point. Chick Hearn with Ruben Castillo from the Great Western Forum. We are in round number 3 of our 12. Be careful. Johnson's on you like a cat if you turn sideways. One of the greatest things that Medina has going for him is his work ethics. But one of the things that they talk against him on is that he keeps his left hand too low. Medina is not a slugger, per se. Final seconds here of round number 3. It's been constant action. It should be with the title on the line. Or how's your scoring now?
I've got it 30 to 28.
That was an even round then.
Yes, I gave that one an even round. It was a very close round.
You joined us late. The champion has the red around the top of his trunks. Medina. Don Johnson, the opponent, the challenger. Johnson's got good side-side movement. Fine third man in the ring. Constant punching. Johnson likes to go to the midsection, perhaps more than Medina, the taller of the two. 2.5 inches. Good exchange. He's not had any knockdowns. No one has been cut. And let's hope the cuts don't cut. Boy, that jab is bouncing right off the chin and nose of Medina.
Medina's got the longer reach of the two. He ought to be the one throwing the jab, keeping Johnson on the end of his jab. That's why Johnson keeps going inside, Chick, to get inside those the long reach of Medina.
Got a 2-inch reach advantage.
But Johnson's throwing the quicker jab, and that gives him the chance to get inside.
I think he's quicker with the hands to this point. That little right hand got the chin of Johnson. Pretty good blow by Medina. Really good hand by Johnson.
It's good counterpunch.
Well, he's quick with the hands. Wow.
That left hook of Johnson found its mark.
Sure did. Coming to the end of round 4, scheduled for 12, the IBF Featherweight Championship of the World on the line. Fans, Budweiser's Championship Boxing's Fight Night at the Forum returns to the Prime Network lineup on Monday, December the 9th. Now, the main event will feature the WBC Super Bantamweight title bout. As the champion, Daniel Zaragoza, 43-5-1 with 20 knockouts, meets the challenger, rugged Paul Banky, 21-5 with 11 knockouts. Now, it's a third meeting between these two. Zaragoza won on decision on May 22nd, 89, and Banky won on April the 23rd with a 9th round TKO. Should be a great fight. Make your plans to join us. That's Budweiser Championship Boxing's Fight Night at the Forum, Monday, December the 9th, right here on Prime Network. And if you're in Southern California, come on down and see us. We're in the corner of Johnson now.
You're too relaxed, baby. You gotta get a little more busy. Quick. A little more busy with your pump.
You're too relaxed, baby, is what he told us.
You know, those are very, very good instructions, Chick. Because toward the end of this last round, he started getting a little lackadaisical. He's just starting to just to relax a little too much, and he's got to keep that upbeat
Okay, how's
pace.
it going?
I've got it 40-37 in favor of Johnson.
The challenger, is this the house of upsets going to spring another one? 6 of the last 7 championship fights in this building have gone to the challenger. 6 of the last 7. No wonder it's the house of upsets. And we said at the top of the show, if you don't get an upset, that's an upset. Nothing dirty about what happened at all. The crowd got into it. That's good. That's what they pay for, to be into it. I think Johnson's got the champion just a little bit confused right now. Ruben, do you?
I think the movement, the upper body movement, side to side.
Yeah.
Medina can't land the shots that he wants to. But like we said earlier, Chick, Medina's top fighter will wear you down. If he wears Johnson down, it's going to be downhill after that.
Medina has won 11 straight fights going back to July of '89, the champion. And of course, his opponent tonight has won 10 of his last 11 by knockouts. He's won his last 5 by a knockout inside the 5th round. Here we are in round 5. Oh, good shot to the stomach by Johnson on a counter punch. You could see the breath taken slightly out of Medina. That left hand scores in the face of Medina. Maybe the best round of the fight, fans, to date. You better be in shape, because anybody that runs out of gas in this one's going to lose it.
Now Medina's starting to work to the body, Chick, and that's exactly what you want to do. You got to go a lot quicker than you.
Work to the body, Johnson, too.
Yes, sir.
Oh, a couple of shots to the stomach. An uppercut to the stomach by the champion, Medina. Solid blows. Woo.
Oh,
What a shot.
Medina, I don't know why he's still standing there, Chick. He took a tremendous shot to the chin. Unbelievable.
Strong punch from Johnson. And Johnson's had 18 knockouts in his 26 fights. Medina in 26 victories, I should say. Medina's had 18 knockouts in his 39 victories. That took something out of Medina, that punch, Ruben.
Yeah, it did, but those body shots are taking everything out of Johnson.
Yep. That's a championship fight. That's why we're proud to present it. right here on Prime Network, coast to coast. His body shots took something out of Johnson?
Oh, I think so. Those body shots have been very effective, and I can see the table starting to turn just a little bit, Chick.
Well, if it's going to turn, it's a good time to start. The middle of the fight, 6th round.
Now, if I were Medina, I'd go right back to what he was doing the last round. Right back to the body.
Medina, the bigger the 2 by 2 inches. A 2-inch reach advantage also. Johnson came in saying that he was going to go to the body himself. Oh, good right hand, overhand right by Johnson. That left hand of Medina, that's been his manner throughout his career. Keeps a little bit low. The champion, though, has been told to go after his man. Be more aggressive. Obviously, he's been told that. But don't get careless. Class fighters in here, fans, at the Great Western Forum in Inglewood, California. Those right hands of Johnson really coming over the top now, Ruben.
Yeah, but Mantecas, he slipped one kind of high on top of the head, Chick, but he's working very effectively once again to that midsection of Johnson.
Neither man with an ounce of fat, flat belly.
You see, Chick, the body, when we're talking about the body, working to the body, it gives you kind of a hesitation to throw punches because you don't want to get hit. But if Johnson gets his punches off first, then he'll be more effective.
Right now, Medina's in charge. He's got Johnson in trouble. Johnson is worried about those body shots. Therefore, he's suffering from shots to the head also. A beautifully planned strategy by Medina, the champion. His corner's done a marvelous job with him, bringing him to the 6th round in stylish manner. Truly a world-class youngster. And 20 years of age, the champion. He waited till he was 13 to turn pro.
What took him so long to get started? Those body shots are hurting.
Oh, Johnson's hurting in the midsection. He's trying to cover up now. And as Joe Louis said, you can run, but you can't hide. Johnson in severe trouble. The Madison Square Garden fighters' knees are buckling. The referee is taking a close look. And the round is over.
Unbelievable.
And Johnson has trouble getting started, even walking back to his corner. They're going to have to do a masterful job in his corner. Some kind of resuscitation, because he is hurting in the midsection. More than we thought he could be hurt there because of his splendid conditioning. And over in Medina's corner, they are all agog with what's happening.
Yeah, absolutely right. You'll see here, here's where Medina starts throwing the punches. Up the middle, there's a good left hook.
The end of the round was all Medina. I don't think Johnson could have stayed up another 10 seconds. I really don't.
I don't think so. That's why I scored this round a 10-8 round, Chick. Just like a knockdown. He took a tremendous beating in this round, and it all started with the punches to the body.
There's the champion. He has the IBF Featherweight Championship belt to prove it, and he wants to take it home to Tijuana when he goes tonight. Mantecas means smooth. That's his nickname. We go to round 7, and the scoring to this point.
I've got an even fight, 57-57. I gave that round a 10-8 round.
I don't remember you ever doing that before without a knockdown. I don't remember you ever doing that.
That's right, Chick. But you know, like, as you said, you don't think he could have scored another body shot?
Wait a minute, they might call a low blow.
No low blow. No knockdown.
No count. It's no knockdown. It's a low blow. Low blow. When you're throwing as many body shots as Medina is, I thought in the last round there was one a little bit low. But this one really sent Johnson down. Now, Johnson was in serious trouble without any low blows as he went to his corner in the last round. Let's see if it's low.
Oh, yes.
Very.
Oh, yes.
Very. He gets as much time as he wants, but you can bet Medina's going to go right back to the midsection. Good overhand right by Johnson. He's got to start fighting the fight that he was carrying to Medina earlier on when he built a short lead, a short live lead, I should say, according to Ruben's card. Johnson is notorious for his own body shots.
He was very effective the first 3 rounds with those body shots.
And he's very notorious for his splendid conditioning. But even though you are perfectly conditioned, body shots one after another, a tattoo barrage on your tummy, and you're going to get hurt. Gee, this is a good fight staged by the Great Western Forum. John Jackson, Tony Curtis, Jerry Buss. John Beyruti, the publicist. He gave it a lot of ink, and boy, is he right on the money with his suggestions, his thoughts on the fight. Good left hand by Medina.
It was just a ½ an inch short of being a home run.
We have not had a knockdown, folks. Johnson is so fearful of that body shot that he is overprotecting now and leaving his chin a little bit vulnerable.
Well, he's a little hesitant to throw his punches.
There's another shot to the chin. Up and over because he's protecting the midsection.
What Johnson has to do now, Chick, is get on his bicycle, throw that jab. Keep the jab in Manteca's face. That way he won't have a problem with that body shot.
We're in the 7th round. I would think this would be an extremely close fight, but the judges on the 3 sides of the ring will determine that later on unless we have a knockout. Final 10 seconds of the round. And this fight round is over, and it is over now. We'll go over to Johnson's corner and find out what Keith Grissom can tell him. Because right now he needs some advice. Listen.
You're not throwing in no hook. Stay busy with the left hook. You understand now? Stay busy in his body. Keep walking through the guy. Keep the guy off balance. Forget about busting it outside. In the inside.
Let me talk.
Let me have the grip.
Look here, man. You need your hook. You're not setting to throw your hook. You gotta start throwing your hook behind your right hand. You got it? You gotta start throwing your hook behind your right hand.
You gotta go get this guy.
All right, there was a low blow on the round, and they have just taken away a point. A point has been taken away from the champion. That could decide the championship. The low blow, there was no doubt about it. And the referee, Lou Moret, handled it in the most professional style. Gave the man all the time he needed to recover. But the point taken away could be big. How did you score the round with the point takeaway?
I had it a 9-9 round because I gave Manteca's that round, except when they took the point away,
So
makes it a 9-9, so it's an even round.
We're in the 8th round of our Schedule 12. It's the IBF Featherweight Championship bout. The first defense of the title by Medina. He won the title August the 21st. August the 12th, I should say, this year, a unanimous decision over a tough Troy Dorsey. He chopped Dorsey's fate to ribbons. Johnson seems to be more aggressive.
They're starting to throw the jab more, Chick. Johnson is. I think his cornerman told him, get out there, keep that jab out there.
Well, that's what he said he was going to do before the fight even started. He said, I want to test him, see if he can handle the jab. I think that Medina's handled it pretty well. The corner of Medina, Rizar, and Diarte have coached almost a perfect fight for the champ.
Oh, yeah, but Johnson keeps coming back with those lefts and right hook, those right hands and left hooks, so.
He's a good one. There's the left hand that got the cheek of Medina. Medina has not thrown many body punches since he hit the low blow. Not nearly as many.
You know, that's something too, Chick, because now he doesn't want to have another point taken from him, so he does not want to quit throwing to the body. He's got to want to still go downstairs.
The body punches will open up the avenues to the jaws. Jerry Romano producing, Susan Stratton directing for our fine network telecast, coast to coast. If anything, I would think that Medina is a little bit tired in this round.
Well, he threw a lot of punches the round before.
2 or 3 rounds before. A lot of counter punching now by Johnson, effective to the jaws. This might be the best round Johnson's had in the last 4 rounds. From where we sit, we are not official at all. Johnson acts more confident than he did 9 minutes ago.
Medina's got to take 1 round, Chick, to rest to catch a second win because he looks like he's starting to run out of gas.
We're coming to the final seconds of round number 8. Another low blow, no. Referee says no, not this time. Keep going. Our championship bout, and how do you have it scored now, Mr. Castillo?
I've got the fight scored 76-75 in favor of Johnson.
Johnson, the challenger, here in the house of upsets. I tell you, these last 4 rounds are going to be very, very interesting. I don't think there's any doubt that the fight will be won or lost in these last 4 rounds. One man more covered.
That 1 point that was deducted is maybe a very big point.
It could be. That situation was handled flawlessly by the referee. Johnson must be in the kind of physical shape that we thought he would be because he recovered after a real body battering 4 rounds ago. He hardly got back to his stool from about 8 feet.
Oh my, he wasn't in very good shape after that 1 round, Chick. Looks like he's gotten his composure back together.
Definitely. And I think one of the reasons is that Medina, who's complaining...
Uh-oh, there's a headbutt, Chick, and Medina's opened up ugly.
Got an ugly cut outside of his left eye. The doctors are being called into the ring. It was a headbutt, accidental headbutt. And Dr. Robert Carnes is looking at the wrong boxer. And Tom Johnson, the challenger. Dr. Robert Carnes. Medina cannot lose. The fight's over. The doctor stopped the fight. Now, you're saying he can't lose.
He cannot lose the fight because of a headbutt. They go to the score. Medina's behind on the scorecards. It will be a technical draw. If he's winning, it's a technical decision. He cannot lose because of a headbutt.
Well, that's a shame. Remember earlier I said there's no cut yet. I hope there will be none. Oh, boy, that's a vicious headbutt. Accidental.
And if it is a technical draw, Medina retains his title.
Oh, of course. When we come back, they'll sort out the confusion that exists. The referee is telling the corner, Johnson, take it easy. Everything will be on the up and up. And over in Medina's corner, they're tending to the cut. We'll be back on Prime Network, coast to coast. Rubin said he can, Medina, lose the fight. He can lose the fight. I'm not saying he's going to, but according to the rules, he can lose it. We'll find out when they make the announcement here just exactly what the situation is. Jimmy Lennon Jr., boy, that's quite a cut, and they're having trouble stopping the flow of blood. Jimmy, are you ready? Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, on advice of the ringside physician, Dr. Robert Carnes, Lou Moret stops the contest, and the time is 1 minute 35 seconds in round number 9. According to IBF rules, after round number 6, we go to the scorecards, and the scoring is as follows. Tom McDonough scores at 76-75. Fritz Werner scores at 79-75. Mike Glenea scores it 78-74. All three in favor of the winner and still champion, Manuel Mantecas Medina.
All right, a unanimous decision. And two outstanding fighters embrace, and in his first title defense, Mantecas Medina of Tijuana, Mexico, a 20-year-old youngster, retains his IBF featherweight championship and has earned the right to again put on that championship belt. We'll be back with an interview with the winner. This is Prime Network, coast to coast with Budweiser Championship Boxing.